Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Levin Domain for this first round of the HOROWHENUA KAPITI Rugby Union's Ramsbotham Cup for 2020, the Premier Grade. In round one, we will be featuring your first game of the season of 7 rounds before those semis and finals. We have Levin College Old Boys in the blue on blue, taking on Shannon in the maroon. I am Damien Collins. I will be one of your commentators today, joined by my co-commentator, Jason Gerbies, aka Chopper.
Yeah, g'day Damien, and thanks for having us along here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon of rugby. Isn't it great to be back after the lockdown? Back out there in the paddock, back out there in the mud, back right here, and it all gets started right here in Levin.
Absolutely, Chop. We go for round one here at Levin Domain today. We only had one pre-season game last week, so it will be interesting to see how our teams match up today out on this field. But we know 100 days of lockdown, there are a few boys out there running the streets, weren't there, Chop?
Well, there sure was, and I got a chance to catch up with some of the players before the match over in the change rooms and stuff. Ask them those questions about what did you do regarding the lockdown mentality, getting prepared, fitness, those type of things. Well, they worked outside the square, so they got together, team chats, they posted videos of training, inspiring each other to lift their game even under lockdown.
Yeah, it was one of the most key things for any sport over lockdown was those group chats and keeping together. But we are here now over almost 100 days of level in COVID in New Zealand. But we are here. Premier Rugby 2020 is about to kick off. I'm excited. What about you, Shop?
Well, I'm super excited, and there's good reason for that because the HOROWHENUA KAPITI Rugby Football Union, man, it's a strong. There are 35 primary schools, 7 secondary schools, 9 clubs play within the union, 4,300 odd players, 220 coaches and volunteers, and 127 years of rugby history.
That's a lot of history, and we are proud here at Beach FM, Umbrella Multimedia and Oriana TV to bring you the Ramsbotham Cup Premier Rugby for HOROWHENUA KAPITI for 2020. We're excited to bring you our first game. Of course, it is Levin College Old Boys Old Timers Day, so it adds a bit of extra flavour to this game, Chop.
Well, it sure is indeed. I caught up with one of the old timers over in the club rooms earlier on, Ross, the Rock Martin. He played over 100 matches for Levin College Old Boys, and he says coming back, seeing the players, he used to be a young player when he started, he then became the mentor. Now he's the old co-martor that comes back in the club rooms, had a nice sharp goatee, ready to go on Old Timers Day.
Well, it is one of the special days for anybody that is part of club rugby, grassroots rugby, wherever you are. A day that you come out, you chuck on the blazer, you get the tie pressed, maybe even the shirt underneath the blazer, and you come out and catch up with the boys, have a few memories, share a few stories.
Well, that's the great thing about club rugby, isn't it? And you can see the Levin Old Boys team there just completing their drills and warm-up. It's about getting back out there. Club rugby is a family environment. It's a community coming together. We'll see that today as the community comes out to support both Levin and Shannon in this one.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people down here in the maroon, in the blue, calling on their local clubs. Of course, throughout the day, we will bring you updates of the other Premier games happening in the Ramsbotham Cup Round 1. We've got Foxton taking on Waikanae and Rahui taking on Paraparaumu. We do have some results in those Premier Reserve games that we had. Foxton and Waikanae, the latest in the Bill Moore Cup. We had the latest score of 24 all in that one. And in the reserves, Rahui versus Paraparaumu, the latest score we had is 10-0. But of course, we did see the curtain raiser here today between Levin College Old Boys and Shannon. It was pretty exciting stuff there, Chop.
It was indeed. There was a try within the first 2 minutes of the match that was scored by the home team, Levin College Old Boys. So that it was showing their presence and power right from the beginning of the first whistle.
I was just impressed to see an open side flanker as the goal kicker.
There you go. Hey, anyone can do it if you want to, right?
Absolutely. Well, of course, we are streaming live on Oriana TV via Beach FM, HOROWHENUA KAPITI Rugby Union, Beach FM Sport, Umbrella Multimedia. Wherever you can get the stream, you can sit and watch this game. If you're in the clubhouse, chuck it on the Chromecast. If you're at home with the family, cheer on. We're going to take a quick break, though, and we'll be back with more to come after these.
Hi, my name is Raymond. I'm the owner of Flooring Design here in KAPITI. We have grown very well with the locals as the economy is growing, and we offer a very good service and quality workmanship. When the customer walks into our shop, they get a very friendly welcome. We try to analyse what flooring they need for today's situation. So we find out more about their style to find the carpet or the hard flooring that they need. We find their solutions, then once the process starts, then it goes through our measuring team into our installers, and the job is completed with a full guarantees. We do have a different variety of flooring than our opposition. That makes us a little bit stand out on our own as well. An owner-operator takes every job to heart. It's not just money going across the desk, it's our lifestyle, it's our business, and we love our business. It's very important to us to be part of the KAPITI community. We're excited to be part of the KAPITI economy and the way that the growth is going, and we look forward to keep going.
We are back live from Levin Domain on Oriana TV, Beach FM and Umbrella Multimedia, as well as HOROWHENUA KAPITI Rugby Union for round one of the Ramsbotham Cup 2020. It was a long time coming, Chop, but we're here now.
We sure are indeed, and pretty excited to get underway in this one and see the teams are just wrapping up their pre-match practices and getting their sequences ready to go. High fives are ready for them to go and get their tops on to get started in this one.
Yeah, and I'm glad they were going in to get those tops on, because we were wondering how we were going to read numbers without numbers, and then we realised it was warm-up shirts. But we have some lineups for you for today for our premier teams that are going to be starting out round one here at Levin Domain. Let's start off with Levin College Old Boys. That is, of course, their Old Timers Day here. We're starting off with number 1, the prop Lika Lavave. Number 2, the hooker Awanui Arangi Morris. Number 3, Paulo Mahuana. Number 4, the locks Fale Matua. And number 5, Malua Alatina. Number 6 on the blind side is Dylan Hyde. The captain in an open side, Anthony Ackerman. And wearing the number 8 jersey is Henry Fonoati.
Backs for Levin today. Junior Tavite gets a call up from the reserve side. Normally the captain for them, he'll get the start at halfback. First five is Aaron Taiapa, returning from 3 years away at Rugby League. He will be at first five today. Christian Tafina McMillan will be on the left wing. Right wing will be Josh Sampson, second 5'8" today. Vili Tia, he'll be joined by the vice captain of the team. There's Hemi Hanade. And at the back is the youngster, Lennox Utovo. Just one change on the reserve bench, and that is in shirt number 20. James Kairuna is a late scratching. Kerry Monk will start in number 20 jersey on the bench for them.
That is correct, Chuck. We will go on to the Shannon team now. The Shannon team, of course, will be wearing maroon. We'll just get that up. So, starting off at prop, wearing the number 1 jersey is Zach Third. And at hooker, Jesse Halls will be wearing number 2. Number 3, Jared Ryder will round out the front row there. The locks coming in at the second row. We've got number 4, Dallas Wiki, and number 5, Rangi Woodmass. They've got some tall timber there that they'll be bound to use today. Swapping of the jerseys that we've got here, number 6 is going to be Moses Pierce. Number 7, Todd Shields will be wearing the open side jersey. And the number 8 will be the captain also today, Logan Broughton.
Yeah, Logan Broughton comes with a lot of experience, and he's going to be instrumental for the forwards going forward here for Shannon. Shannon's a family team. They have Josh Rauhihi will be the halfback, starting halfback today. Then watch out, the first 5, the second, and then the second 5, as well as the right wing, all played for the Championship Foxton Club last year. They come in, they are the youngsters, they're going to be super exciting. Ariana Murphy will be first 5. Shay Gray will be starting second. Centre will be Jared Deal, those wingers we talked about, Ilisoni, Rauhihi, and Makari Halls. At the back there is a late scratching. Alex Smith McDermott is out. Sean Pape, the son of the coach, that is Justin Pape, will get the start at the back.
And in the reserves, of course, number 17, Cam Prouting, wearing the Shannon jersey for the first time after coming over from College Old Boys. I'm sure he'll have a beverage with his team later on, but pretty special. He's wearing the jersey that his father once wore, and that's why he went back to Shannon.
Well, family ties, it's a big thing when it comes to club footy, isn't it? That where you're from, who you played before you, where you want to play again, keeping that generational game going within clubs is so important. It's great to see that the Potings are continuing that tradition there at Shannon. One of the things I got told about Shannon, always a tough physical team to play.
Well, we are going to see it shortly, Chopper. We will take a quick break. We will be back with kickoff of round 1 of the Ramsbotham Cup right after these.
Nincsen semmim, el nem hagytam, hideg a presszó, egy magamban. Nem szeretnek, én nem bánom, a szabadságom minden láncon. Borízű hajnal, illatod ébreszt, szikra az ajkad, a csókod eléget. Villad a szemed, hát neked ez játék, nélküled iszom reggel. A pokermédet holnap is itatjatod, édes, csak engedje, kérlek, ha menni akarom.
I'm Jacinda Thorne, and my daughter, who's now 10, started at Chelsea House in 2010, and my son, who's just turned 5, graduated Chelsea House recently and has just gone to school. We've been involved with Chelsea House for just over 10 years, and when we were first looking for a daycare centre in KAPITI, we immediately wanted to come to Chelsea House because it had such a good reputation. And right from that first day, they just gave us a sense of confidence and, you know, no panic, no stress, and we would drop her off in the morning and pick her up at night time, and she was a happy wee bubba. Because Chelsea House has been around for 20 years, it gives us an innate sense of confidence in the curriculum, the teachers and the systems and processes that they have in place. And whenever we arrive, there's always happy kids in the playground. You know, there's always something going on, and I think they use their experience and expertise to build on what they deliver every single year. And every single year we have been here, it's just got better and better. And the time we've been with Chelsea House, we've never had any issues with safety and security. It's been top notch every single year. There's always someone out there in the playground. There's always a huge range of kids out there and a number of teachers. It was really hard for us to leave. It almost became like part of our family. So.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, live and streaming from Levin Domain for the Ramsbotham Cup, round 1, 2020. We have waited long time for this one, ladies and gentlemen. It is Levin College Old Boys in the blue on blue, taking on Shannon in the maroon. We're about to kick off here. Chopper, thoughts on the game?
Well, it should be interesting. It's a tale of two different sides here. We know that Shannon are normally a perennial powerhouses in the forwards. Well, this year it's that young backline that's got them all excited. If they can get possession, feed it to those exciting backs. They should be exciting to watch. Well, we look at Levin now on the other side. To see them change sides here. They'll go from the city end here in the first half. Well, they're more methodical, Levin. They tend to play for opportunity, play for position and territory, and build up the pressure on the other team.
Yeah, we're in for a doozy here at Levin Domain. Of course, these teams played each other twice last year. The first encounter was in February. The Shannon side winning that one 28-25. Of course, in May it was the second one, which Levin College Old Boys won 41-25. But of course, Chopper, new players, new teams, new year. Anything can happen today.
That is indeed. We're just about to get underway. It'll be Matt Clark in charge, the referee for us in this one. Looking forward to a good game here. Both teams ready to rock and roll, Damon. Looking forward to it myself.
Absolutely, Chop. Thank you for being here with me, my man. We are ready to go for round 1. First 5, Tarapi from Levin College Old Boys will do the honours, and he kicks it down. Shannon will field it. They'll spin it wide. Go for clearance. The fullback, Tovo, up. He steps. He goes through. He fights the inside man. and gets it back to Tovo. He'll score in the corner, and just like that, Chopper, we have our first try of the Ramsbotham Cup 2020.
Well, I tell you what, I think someone told Tovo about all the talk of Shannon's flashy backs, and boy, wasn't he good. He made something out of nothing there, coming from back on the halfway mark, had a couple of men to beat, he backed himself, threw it inside, got it back to, scores the first try here, only within the first minute of the match.
Well, it's the off-the-ball work that is going to be the key for Premier Rugby this season. He got the offload, the player kept on going, but Tovo stayed with it and got the scoop to score in the corner and give College Old Boys the first points of this day within a minute, was it?
40 seconds on the clock. That's all it took for Levin College Old Boys to sneak the first early start in here. They wanted to get off a good start. I spoke with the head coach, and that's his first year. That is Nathan Buick, about taking charge of the team. He's still getting to know the players, and boy, oh boy, he'll be happy to know that start, that's for sure.
Oh, well, College Old Boys coming from 12 games, 11 losses, 1 win last season. That's exactly how you want to start 2020. And maybe the young talent that they pulled over from Foxton is already making the headways that they need to. Aaron Tarapi, first 5, he's sitting on the touchline. Takes the step. And just to the right. So that will remain the score after 1 minute of play. Levin College Old Boys 5, Shannon 0.
Outstanding start, couldn't be any better for the College Old Boys here as they get underway.
Making the kickoff here will be Murphy. The first 5 from Shannon. He's gone with the socks down. Must use the legs more.
Shannon haven't seen the ball yet in the match. It's been all College Old Boys.
College Old Boys gather, take it in. Tavita sets, finds his runner, which will be Ackerman. He'll run all day. Tarapi puts it up and under. Where Shannon's winger Halls will stand under it, and it goes out. No, that was Rahihi. Sorry, we will get used to those numbers and names.
The young Rahihi here, just a little guilty. That one wasn't so much kick for depth, but a little up and under, probably in between her, and he kind of took a little peep down as he went to receive that ball. Eye off the ball, so does the ball spill out.
Well, now's the time if you're going to try those pressure situations to see who you are playing against. And if they can take the up and unders, then you stop kicking it to them. But we're going to have a scrum here. Shannon's feed, no, Levin's feed.
There's a great mark of respect there. The 2 number 7s, Todd Shields for Shannon and Ackerman, the captain for Levin, shaking hands here collectively together. 157 caps.
Wow. Levin get it out. Tarapi pops it up to Hinare, who will set up shop in the middle of the field. The quick pop ball in to Alatina. They get it out. Levin Old Boys charging forward to the 22. They've set up. They're going to go pick and go again. It looks like the Levin Old Boys forwards are there to run all day, Chop.
Well, they're a big size pack this year, Levin. And boy, are they showing their promises. You saw Paula Mohinga. Boy, was he charging down the line like a winger.
Tavita, Tarapi, Hinare puts the chip in the right corner. Sanson coming through. Halls gathers. He comes through. He beats one and he gets the offload to his second 5'8 great. He'll get rid of a couple set up. Shannon. Ball. Rohihi clears. Takes the tackle. Couple committed to the ruck. And the penalty called. Not rolling away quick enough.
Well, good passage of play there, Levin. Trying to get that ball back, but Shannon with their first amount of possession here in the match and trying to run the ball at every opportunity.
Well, Murphy will clear that, make sure of it. And they are just over the 10-metre line in Levin's half. Will we see a full line out? It looks like there's only about 5 of them coming up to the lineup. Oh no, here he comes. He's checked his headgear. So, see the first throw from Morris. Alatina and Matua in the second rows. Gets a hand to it, but that is Levin's ball.
Good line out attacking move there from Levin to snabble that loose throw into the line out. They'll be happy to pick up that ball.
Yeah, Moses Pears takes a couple metres and then gets the penalty. And then the couple fall over each other. But wasted opportunity there for Shannon. They could have used that ball. You need to win your lineouts.
Well, fundamentals of rugby is always key, isn't it? Lineouts and scrums are important to get your own feed, your own throw, regather that position and then stamp onto it. It'll be Levin's opportunity now, as we'll see the first 5 Taiapa drill this one just outside the 22 for their throw in this time.
Yep, the casual walk in. They've probably trained this drill a million times at training. They've gone short. Referee questions who's in the line out.
Well, they're all getting set now. Short line out here for Levin. One of the tactics they use when they're outside the 22. Once they're in the 22, they will try to maul that ball up. Something they don't normally do.
Matua goes up, makes a clean catch. They set up. Tavita set. Taiapa. Ackerman in the back line, pops it up. Probably shouldn't have. It's gone down, and of course the referee will call that a knock on. But it looks like Levin are ready to throw the ball around.
They sure are indeed, and you can see they've got a couple of different facets to their game, isn't it? Short line out, being able to spin it, but also using their forwards to try and drive through and punch a hole within the defence of Shannon. Shannon maybe caught a little napping early in the match, but seems their defence is up to scratch now.
Yeah, no, all you need is those first couple hits, Chopper, and then you realise your shoulders are still there, and you can make another one.
Well, it's a beautiful day for it, 15 degrees Celsius here locally. Not a breath of wind in the sky, overcast conditions. It is a little heavy underfoot from the rain throughout the week, but, you know, not too bad at all.
And I even see a bit of sunshine creeping through those blue clouds behind us. Shannon, feed. Off the back, goes Broaden. He pops it up to Rahihi. He takes it in. They'll set up shot on the 10-metre Shannon half. Looks like they go pick. No. Woodmass takes it in. The forwards join. He goes for the box up and under, but only gets a couple metres. And that will be a knock on from Levin College Old Boys. Both teams are here to have some exciting footy.
Well, good to see too, the box kick, trying to turn those big forwards around for Levin here. Shannon, though, if they can tie that forward pack down a little bit, maybe the gaps will open.
Yes, of course, this is round 1 of Ramsbotham Cup 2020. Of course, we only had one pre-season game last week. A couple of the clubs got together and had individual headouts the weekend before. But this will be the true test to see where everyone is after, of course, those 100 days of COVID-19. Reset. The referee stamping his mark now. Get the scrums right.
Well, Matt Clark, a very experienced referee, match official, knows how to structure a game well, and once he's got it structured, he just allows the players to play, and that's the beauty of the way that he officiates.
Well, it's a good way to officiate the first game of the season as well, because if you're on that whistle, you know yourself, it will slow it down. Take 2 of the scrum. We are just off halfway in Shannon's territory. Rahihi feeds to Murphy. Murphy puts the ball behind Levin College Old Boys. Back there is Tafi McMillan, who runs to the back and slices it off.
This is trouble here.
Halls has killed it. He's going through the middle, pops it up. And tackled without the ball early. That will be a penalty try, Chopper. If he wasn't touched, he was going. Halls with the catch. Couple steps, pops it up. The early tackle will result in a penalty try.
Levin captain Ackerman coming out asking for an explanation from official Clark on that one. It was a scramble though, wasn't it? Levin College Old Boys, the winger just couldn't clear the kick, came from the other side of the field. And that proved costly because it falls in the arms of Makaiti Halls. It seems every time Halls has touched the ball for Shannon on this left wing, he has been dangerous.
Absolutely. Well, that has meant the penalty try will go automatically converted. So that is Shannon have taken the lead in this one, 7-5. And we are 10 minutes full, done and dusted in the first half here at Levin Domain. Levin, College Old Boys with the kickoff. First 5, Aaron Tatapat. Shannon take it in. They'll set up 10 metres away from the 22. They get a penalty. Levin Old Boys folding over the ball, leaving their feet is the call from the referee. Murphy will step up and go for clearance here.
It's almost a role reversal here. We saw Levin start the match with all the possession in the game, and it's Shannon now that seemed to have all the possession over the last 10 minutes or so. Looking to turn those big boys around as we see them walk to the line out there for Levin. Maybe, just maybe, earlier on in this one, they've got the game plan right.
Jesse Hall steps up to the sideline where he will be ready to throw in the 50-plus cap hooker for Shannon. He went 3 before and he's gone 3 again. Another take for Dallas Wiki. Shannon take it up. The centre, Jared Deal. He definitely put the shoulder into that and bumped off Levin College Old Boys. And we're going to have a stoppage here. And that Chopper, you need to wrap those arms.
Well, it's one of those ones that earlier on the match, you want to get the better of your opposition number.
Ackerman tries to get in there. They're just checking on him. Bit wobbly. Might be a blue card here.
Well, it was a fairly decent collision there, Damien. One of those ones, and I tell you what, when you play rugby in the HOROWHENUA KAPITI region, look, they don't go wondering how to hit people. They are so good when it comes to contact in the tackle, don't they?
Yeah, and he only had one mission on that one, and that was to stop the runner. And I think he was a bit upset after that penalty try before, but he's going to go and get checked, either checked or left, and that will bring in a replacement. We'll get that number to you shortly. Ackerman not happy.
Well, no one wants to leave the field, do they, Damien? And let alone a captain, open side flanker.
Let alone the first 15 minutes. Well, we've got number 20 on the field now.
That was the late change, Kerry Monk.
Kerry Monk. And there's a late replacement, and he's on the field with 12 minutes in. And we will reset here now. Shannon will hold the ball. It will be their feed. They are just 5 metres out from halfway in Levin College Old Boys half. Rahihi to feed. He goes left. Makaiti Halls. Another step. Oh, he's good at beating that first runner. Gets the ball back to Vita. Rohihi, he clears it up. It's a bit messy on the sideline. They should reset. Shannon will take it in. They'll set up on the 15 metre. Rohihi goes quick. Takes the tap. Scragged down there by Matua. And of course he wasn't back 10 metres, so Shannon will get another tap. This time referee will have a quick talk to Levin College Old Boys. Assert his authority and how he wants the game played early.
A replacement, Kerry Monk, and the contact straight away, almost drives one out of the touch. Then jumping on to that quick tap, maybe a little high on the grab as well, and just marched instructions here from match referee Matt Clark.
Well, Murphy for Shannon, the first 5 has put it plumb on that 5 metre, exactly where you want a penalty to go out. Jesse Halls, the Manawatu College Old Boy, steps up for his 3rd line-out throw of the day. He's gone number 3 twice. Atua looking to the back. And that's exactly where it goes. They'll bring him down, they'll set. They'll look to get a few metres here. Shannon getting behind. They're on the 5 metre. They've made a metre. Now the push comes. Shannon driving to the line, pushing. Levin College Old Boys back. It's gone over. Referee's right in there. He'll call held up.
Well, excellent defensive work here from Levin in the situation. Shannon looks to be home and hose for all money as the rolling maul was working perfectly. But sliding underneath it, the big lock forward for Levin just gets underneath there. That's Malua Alatina, saves the day.
Yeah, you need all heart in that 5 metre. And it looked like Shannon had practiced that a few times, because if you're holding up your jumper ready for everyone to commit, you know exactly what they're doing. They could have done it then, but just the first test off the rolling maul today. Shannon to feed Rohihi. He's at the back, gets it to cuts Murphy. Gray takes it in. And another penalty. Hands in the ruck, taking it over. And just to the left of the uprights. Will they continue to push Chopper, or will they? Nope, they called a scrum. They're confident.
They sure are. Middle way of the field here, only 6 or 7 metres out from the try line. They're looking to push it over here. They'll have options both right and left. Of course, the post right there for the taking. They'll choose to go the golden way.
Well, there's only so much you can tackle before. And with Shannon putting the pressure on them right in front, this is a prime opportunity for Shannon.
5 to the right, 1 to the left for Shannon's their setup.
Big scrum. Big scrum. Kept at the back.
They'll go with the 1 because it's Halls.
Halls gets the taken out, but referee playing advantage on the turn in the scrum. He will go back for another penalty. And just like that, it's a handful of penalties against Levin College Old Boys within a handful of minutes. Referee talking to them again. They will set another scrum.
Shannon's got a lot of faith in Makani Halls. You'll see him number 14 in the bottom of the screen there, the left winger. He was 1 on 3 in that situation and almost pulled it off.
It's that first step. He so far every time he has touched the ball, it's the first defender he has beaten and made them use 2.
Same offensive setup here for Shannon. 5 players to the right and just Halls to the left.
Still quite shallow from Shannon. Be interesting to see what move they use here. Rohihi to the back. Murphy, big dummy. He takes it in. He will set it up. Shannon, wrap around through Broughton. He picks it up. He'll take a few metres. Scooped up. Shannon. Have lost. Went to pull it. Tried to get that extra metre and knocked it on in the process.
Well, big pass mark for Levin College Old Boys here. defensively under the pump for the last 5 or 6 minutes, right down on their try line. Under pressure, and they come out on top, get Shannon to make the error. They have the chance to try and, if they can set a solid scrum here, get out of the red zone.
Those are the moments where you need to have heart defending your own try line, especially 4 penalties in a row. Shannon will be disappointed they didn't walk away with at least 3 points from that endeavour in the Levin College Old Boys 22, but College Old Boys will clear through tyre pup. That will go out 10 metres out from the 22. Levin College Old Boys half.
Not an easy kick for Taiapa too, left footer. And he managed to get enough metres from that deep in the end goal area.
It wasn't the bestest of passes as well. He had to bring it down from over his head. But to get it out under that pressure, top stuff. Shannon deliver. They go to the middle. Rohihi has come off his wing. He crashes hard in the middle of the field. Taking it in is Moses Pierce, the big 6. Lining up again. Gray throws it to Deal, who puts it down. I gotta love a good sportsmanship after the drop ball.
There's good banter out there at the moment, isn't it? And you remember it was number 13, Jared Deal from Shannon with the big hit about 10 minutes ago, and he's the one who spills the ball now, and they congratulate him on that.
Well, they wouldn't be able to congratulate him from before. Well, another scrum here, Chop. This time it will be Levin College Old Boys with the feed just outside their 22. Again, they are in defence mode, so they're going to have to either clear it, use the out wide, or they'll go for space. Scrum turns again. Type up. Gets the ball, will chip it straight across the field. Oh.
Planned move there. That was a kick for the winger screaming down the sideline. Taifi McMillan, as he scampers down there, but it just takes that bounce of the ball sometimes, doesn't go away, and it scoots up over the top.
Of course, it is a game of inches, and that was an inch away from palming it. And I would have loved to have seen if he had the wheels to go, because there was nobody in front of him.
Well, we mentioned that the Levin College Old Boys head coach, Nathan Buick, it's his first time in charge of the lads, but he comes with a lot of experience. He spent 18 years in Ireland. First went there to play, then coached there for a long time. So he's now in charge for the first time. And I think even being down by a couple of points here with 19 minutes to go in the first half, he'll be happy with the start that he's seen.
Absolutely, Chop. They have played with fire. They have gone at their opposition right from the get-go, and we're still early days. We've still got a lot of minutes on the clock to go. It almost feels like some stages that they're still trying to feel each other out. Shannon with the scrum, 5 metres in Levin's half.
Well, that'll be the key, isn't it? Seeing which team does have that match fitness as we go into the second part of this first half. Who can keep their structure?
Well, both teams are throwing everything they can. They're trying things right from the word go, which is always plausible. Rohihi clears to Murphy. Murphy to Gray. He'll go up the middle. Crash. Looks for the off. Won't. Rohihi to Broaden. The big number 8 gets a few metres after being held. And it looks like Levin have tried to rip that in the tackle, but the referee will call obstruction and have a quick corridor with the Levin side.
Well, Fala Matua, the starting lock for Levin College Old Boys, just been asked to calm down a little here. Levin with quite a lot of penalties in the last 10 to 15 minutes of the match as well, and I'm sure he'll want that to stop.
They've got to be careful, Chopper. There's a lot of penalties in the 22, and with chances, they're going to start taking the penalty goals.
Well, Shannon, they just haven't done that yet so far, haven't they? They've backed themselves, and maybe that's their game plan this year.
Well, I like it. I like running rugby, especially at this grassroots. They're going to try it. It's first game of the season. You know, like, it's a close game. If things were different, then maybe they'll be trying things different. But Halls will stand up. Jesse Halls with another delivery to a line-out.
Levin got some good tall timber in the line-out.
Got some stellar haircuts as well, Chopper.
Quarantine mullet lives, that's for sure.
It does indeed. Shannon taking it in. Ball's gone down. Ruck is formed. Shannon pick it up. Go straight back into traffic. Reset. Another penalty, Chopper. Levin, College Old Boys, they need to watch this discipline in their 22 because in no time he might go to the pocket.
It's one of those tough ones as you see the lock forward Malua Latina get up from the bottom of that ruck, and there's no way you can get up and get out of the way, and of course the letter of the law says you've got to do that somehow.
Somehow, yes. Well, Murphy clears it. He'll go straight back to where he was earlier with the 5 metre line out. Another chance for Levin. They've been using the back of the line out in this 22. They've been using the middle of the line out in the middle of the field. Maybe this time they go to number 4. Matua, no, it goes straight to the front. They set up, and now offside.
Tried the wraparound move and then ran into one of his teammates as he came around the front there. Rangi Woodmass. Just the ball got held up a little bit on the receive and he couldn't get it off, therefore caused the confusion for Shannon as they tried to wrap around the inside. But from Levin's point of view, another attack defused.
Another certain couple tackles there has been stopped. And Levin, they've got to change this around now. They've done a lot of defending in the last 10 minutes. They want to get this ball, use it, and see what they can put together. Even their clearance kicks, they need to make sure of it because they have been rushed in every opportunity that they've had.
Levin just trying to get out of their own half. They haven't been out of here for a long time.
Matua takes it in the line out. But the referee will call a penalty now against Shannon. And they are starting to mount for both teams. Tie apart from the 22 with his clearance. Just within Shannon's half, over halfway. It will be Levin College Old Boys feed. This time they might have an opportunity to do something because it's been a while since we've had this opportunity for Levin.
It is indeed, and it'll be Alder Morris, the hooker, that'll throw the ball in here. Interesting story with Alder Morris. He's a missionary, should be in the Philippines right now, but with the worldwide lockdown, has been allocated down here, playing his rugby for Levin. He has already played 5 seasons of Premier Rugby. He's won a premiership for East Coast Bays and Varsity in Auckland within 2 seasons.
Ooh.
So watch out for the hooker number 2 here for the Levin College Old Boys.
Yeah, well, we watched him throw it in to his lock. Unfortunately, he has to throw it straight down the middle. So, of course, Shannon will have the feed on halfway. Shannon, of course, Makati Halls, the one step, one defender beater. He is set up shot behind Rohihi Murphy. Skip pass to Deal. Deal will take it in. Deal set. Shannon, wrap around. The fullback up. Puppy. He gets some good meters. Goes for the chip kick. Tovel back there. He scoops it up, but the referee not playing advantage and will go back to the penalty. that looks like on the 10-metre line within the Levin College Old Boys half, and he will probably clear here, won't he, Chop?
Well, yeah, there's a good chance he will, but it's exciting to see this first time we've really seen a full backline move from this young Shannon backline there, and they look fast, they look quick, and they look sharp, don't they?
Well, if you can start adding a bit of confidence and the ball sticking, there might be no stopping them, but of course, we're almost at 10 minutes to go in the first half. Round 1 action of the Ramsbotham Cup. Of course, Oriana TV, Beach FM, Umbrella Multimedia and HOROWHENUA KAPITI Rugby Union will be bringing you live action of the Ramsbotham Cup every week for 7 weeks as we build up to those semi-finals and finals. Shannon with the throw goes over the top. Logan Broughton will drag it in. He'll set it up. Shannon, pick and go. Big number 1, Zach third, picks it up, gets a couple metres. Halls will take it off Rohihi, he'll set up. Rohihi back, he's set. Broughton again, the number 8, making sure that they look after the ball. The backs are calling for it, and that will be another penalty. This time it looks like offside, not back. Shannon with another chance in the 22. If only we had a stats man. Cleared again. Other side of the field now, grandstand side. Shannon will feed.
Shannon just applying more petrol onto the fire here. Hoping to cook up the heat in the kitchen for Levin. They've put them under pressure for quite a while. Levin have held sturdy, haven't they? They've disrupted the ball a number of times.
Well, Halls throws in. Wiki goes up. He'll bring it down. Shannon sets. They start moving the feet now as the maul starts going forward. Wrap around, reconnecting. Close down, dry. Shannon have scooped it up in the line out and driven forward with the forward momentum of their maul. And they go over the try line. It looks like 8, Logan Broughton, has come up, the captain, with the try. It looks like from this angle. I got a bit excited there when I saw a number 5 get up with a try, but of course us 5s don't score tries. But the leader, number 8, Logan Broughton, uses his 105 kgs to go over and give Shannon another try, and that will take the lead out with kick to come. Murphy, he's gone. He's in between the 15 and the 10, just outside the 22. We'll see if he's got the legs for this one. And the angle. And it hits the right, upright. Game of inches, Chopper. Game of inches.
Plenty of distance on the kick there from Arana Murphy. Just offline.
So our score, with 8 minutes to go in the first half, Shannon 12, Levin College Old Boys 5. Tie up with the kickoff. Logan Broughton brings it in. He'll go up. He'll commit a couple tacklers and set it up. Rohihi to Walls. Shannon just off their sideline will come back in field, set it up with their forwards. Rohihi, Murphy. Gray, Deal gets through a couple tackles. He links up with Gray. Gray links up with Rohihi and he puts it down. For all money, if he had caught it, who knows?
He was gone on Deal. I tell you what, Jared Deal has been outstanding for Shannon in the back line, defensively and now offensively, as he skips on the inside, brushes off young Elder Morris from Levin as he goes through the line, links up with Gray, and then it would have been the halfback Rauhihi would have streaked for the try there to finish it off if he could have held on to it.
Well, I tell you, Jared Deal is the real deal. He's on debut for Shannon today, so we're told. He is a carpenter in the New Zealand Army. He's played 2 World Cups for the Defence Blacks in 2015 and 2019, and now he's carving up at Levin Domain in round 1. Well, of course, the knock-on from Shannon will mean that Old Boys have the feed. They're 10 metres out, midfield from their 22.
The head coach for Shannon, Justin Pup, here mentioned that part of this team is made up of Army guys. Linton Army Camp just down the road from Shannon, and so they come with a lot of fitness, don't they?
Wouldn't they just? And mana and strength, I'm sure. Well, here's the feed from Tavita for College Old Boys. He gets back where they clear it. Well, that will be a late hit, and they will take it where the ball landed. Penalty to College Old Boys. With 5 minutes to go, Chopper down by 5 minutes to go in the first half. Let's just make sure of that. Down 7. Are they going to do what Shannon have been doing to them in the first half and go for the corner, make them work for it?
Looks like they are. And if they can pick up a 5-pointer here going into the halfway mark, they'll be really, really stoked to either be a couple of points behind going in at halfway or even tie this one up. Well, they scored the first try on this edge way back in the 40th second of the match.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't they like to get the last try of the first half as well?
Or can they double up and get it within the last 42 seconds? Well, Morris is set to throw in for College Old Boys. They've split the pack, so they could go forward, could go front. They'll keep Shannon guessing with this one. No, they go front. Boys come in. More formed. Tavita at the back calling the troops. Throws Big Paula into the maul. And he's broken off. Big number 3. No. Someone's come up with it. Levin College Old Boys scoring to take this ball game to 10-12.
Oh, fantastic effort, and we'll just wait to get the shirt number to confirm it, but it may be the big prop. It does look like the big prop there that's come up with it. And a fantastic, they talked about having a rolling maul to get them set, in there, and to get them going. Once they're within the 22, they had that opportunity in the line out, and boy, they didn't waste it there, did they at all?
No, they used all their strength. Tie apart. He is...
Well, it is actually replacement number 18, Isaac Ulutoa, that drives over the line to score that try for Levin. Now with an opportunity to tie it right up here is Taiapa.
Silence has fallen over Levin Domain. And he makes it. And that will level the score with 3 minutes to go in the first half here. We're tied at 12 apiece.
Well, couldn't be any better for Levin here to tie this one up. They've been under pressure for at least the last 15 minutes back in their own half and on their line. And they've staved off most of that pressure, and to us right back before half-time, boy, oh boy, we've got ourselves a great match-up here today.
Yeah, Levin making the most of their opportunity that they got after conceding so many penalties down in the 22. Shannon couldn't convert, but they have scored 2 tries, 1 conversion, so have Levin College Old Boys. Ball goes up. Alatina is under it to make the catch. College Old Boys set. Looking to clear. Tie apart. Puts it up. Doesn't look like it's going to go out. Underneath it was brought in. He will pop it up to Pepe, who's Murphy is out in the back line. Hall's got it. He beats one. He gets out of another tackle, steps inside. Walls! There is no stopping this man today. 1-2 step, falls out of another 2-step, and he scores maybe the last try of the half.
Well, Makaine Halls, if you haven't heard his name before, you've definitely heard it now. This kid is electric. He's only a youngster out there on the wing for them, but boy, when he gets the ball, he just knows how to find a way around and through players. He's got a great step off his left, a presence of mind to find the gap and back himself. Great to see Shannon answer right back here.
Makaine Halls, every time he has touched the ball in this first half, he has made something happen, whether it's been in the first tackler or popping up to the person coming through. So Makaine Hall steps up, starts out wide, and then goes in for the try. Slips out of a couple. Outstanding stuff. Murphy takes it a bit casual for the kick to convert, and it hits the right upright. And the referee has drawn time on the first half here at Levin Domain. Levin Domain between Levin College Old Boys and Shannon. Shannon lead this one 17-0. We will take a break and we will be back right after these.
Once you get here, you'll feel the wairua, the spirit of KAPITI Island. You can expect a natural environment enhanced by manakitanga from our whānau. We have an assortment of cabins, and then we also have 2 glamping tents which are very popular. Some people come here for the birds, some people for landscape, some people for the wairua, the spirit of this place. So it caters for all those needs, if you like. I invite all the local folk, especially, to come and experience what is here. So it's a pretty special place.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Levin Domain for the Oriana TV, Beach FM, HOROWHENUA KAPITI Rugby Union and Umbrella Multimedia production of the Ramsbotham Cup Round 1 here at Levin Domain. And at this time, we've just had the first half, so let's welcome in for the broadcast for halftime. It is the president of Levin College Old Boys. It's Phil Benefield. G'day, mate. Thank you for coming on, mate. It's a big day for you guys. It's your college, it's your old timers day, and you've been with the club your whole life.
Oh yes, born and bred College Old Boys, and it's a big day for the club, and there's plenty of old timers over there having a really good time, and 2 really entertaining games of rugby at the moment, especially with the Penguins as well.
Absolutely. Well, this your day started well. There was a big win over Shannon there, 51-10. It was exciting stuff to see the boys back out there for competition rugby.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the boys have been itching to get out there to play some rugby, and the senior reserves had a very good win. We're very proud of them, and especially on Old Timers Day, the guys always put plenty into it, and I can see the Premiers are enjoying themselves. They've got a real tussle on their hands out there right now. Well, big tussle indeed, but I tell you what I've been real impressed with the Levin side today is they got that early try to get off to a great start. Then they had a lot of pressure applied on them, and they held off a lot of pressure, then finished with a good try just before the second half. So you've got to be happy with the way that they've stayed in the game.
They've hung in there, and club rugby, any form of rugby, it's all about composure, and they've worked and worked and worked. So it's just unfortunately.
Phil, we're at 17-12. What do you think we're going to see from the second half?
Oh, I think it's still going to be a bit of a arm wrestle out there for the first 20 anyway. I'm just hoping our guys' fitness will hang in there through to the full game because it's a pretty young and sharp-looking backline that Shannon possess. So, no, we're hoping we'll be there at the business end.
Awesome, mate. Well, I had you on my radio show this morning and you wouldn't give me a story. Now we're not on radio. Are you able to give me a story now?
Oh, I'm not going to fall for that one, Damien. Yeah, no, there's some tall stories being talked over at the Lenas over there, and I'm staying well away for now. So no, we're all good.
Well, once we finish up here, mate, we will definitely come over and join you guys. What is happening over at the club tonight?
Oh, we've just got the typical after-match speeches, and of course we're entertaining our old timers. We've got a DJ booked for later on for after the rugby, so there'll be some music and sound. So I'm sure they'll be going well into the night.
Outstanding, mate. Well, we've got 40 minutes to get through, so good luck with that one. And let's enjoy the second half of round one.
Thanks, lads. Thanks for having us. Cheers.
Phil Benefield, he is the president of Levin College Old Boys. Pleasure, mate. See you soon. We are getting set for the second half now. Both teams out, of course, swapping sides. Shannon going to the right. College Old Boys to the left.
Great to have Phil Benefield in here, the president of the Levin College Old Boys. It's a traditional family game, and it couldn't be more family for him. His father was here before him, and he's taken over the reins. He told me he was pretty much born here.
No, that's exactly what he said on radio this morning, that he was born into the club. He had no choice, but Dad was the president, and he is now. So, that's amazing. Well, Shannon have the ball taken into contact by Kerry Mount. McMillan gets a few metres there. Shannon will set up, reset. They've got a new halfback on. No, it just looks like... Well, Murphy, he'll take it into contact. One step, gets rid of one tackler, and will set it up. Broughton takes it. Tries to wiggle out of the... But he will tie up the ball and make it secure for his halfback. But it looks like Levin have turned it. No, they've turned it illegally. And that will be the first penalty for the second half.
Does look like substitution for Shannon. Josh Rohihi will go to the bench, the halfback, and on in his place be number 20, and that is TJ Oliver.
TJ Oliver, 27 years old, comes into this game.
Debut.
He is a plumber in the New Zealand Army. Of course, he is in the Defence Blacks as well. He also has a couple World Cups under his belt.
Another short haircut, another physique. Ready to rock and roll here for Shannon.
Shannon with the throw from Pauls. Will take it in. They'll get a couple metres and take it to ground. Reset. Pick and go. Gets another metre. And then they go again. Ball secured by Shannon forwards. They'll go again. Try and get another metre as they get closer to the line. Now to the right side. Now to the right side. He goes under. Everyone's calling it, and there's a try. Broughton comes up with...
Looks like it might be the front row, and it is indeed. It's the prop here for Shannon, Zach third. And that's just good presence and nature from the team with that rolling ball. How successful they tried it at the other end in the first half. Tried it their first opportunity here in the second half, and it comes off crickets.
It is one of those go-tos. If you can do it right, you will always get a metre or two, and if you can be disciplined and not, try and rush it and scoop up the ball and knock it on, it is one of those things that is just magic when it goes well. And of course, I say that as a lock who loves and misses that confrontational stuff. Well, the T-boy is out for Murphy. Murphy just behind the 22, just off the 5 metre line from touch.
Playing away from the city end now is Shannon. Murphy will be happy with it. Hit the crossbar. Oh, sorry, the post twice in the first half. Left footer will be looking to try and slot it over the black dot this time.
Oh, he doesn't muck around. He does the line up, takes a step back and a couple steps forward and hangs it over the goalpost. And that will be a conversion to Shannon. And that will go under Oriana Murphy. And Shannon will go out to a 24-12 lead over Levin College Old Boys. They will kick off. Forwards to the right, backs to the left. Goes to the 22, brought in under it, makes the pass to TJ. Makes the clearance. Where Kerry Monk will take it up and will be awarded a penalty. Dangerous tackle, I think, was the call.
Yeah, Monk with a great bit of knocks there. There was no sidestep coming from him, but replacement halfback into the game. TJ Oliver just knelt down, no arms, swiped the legs out, and of course that's illegal.
It is highly illegal, but, you know, a halfback will always try it, Chop. He'll always try and get away with stuff, especially if he's taking on a big man.
Those Army boys are tough, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Well, the clearance has been made. Tie apart, make sure of it. And they're now College Old Boys with the line out. 10 metres out from the 22nd, 22. They have only dropped 1 or 2 line outs this today. Halls with the throw. And he finds Moses Pierce. It's in the back line, goes through the hands of Gray. Well, College Old Boys takes it in again, and Shannon killing the ball will result in another penalty being awarded to Cobb.
Vice Captain Henardi there with that run across the field, pulls his socks back up. Wants to get amongst it.
6 minutes in to the second half. Shannon leading this one 24-12. Old Boys with the clearance. 10 metres in from the 22. They will be attacking. Looks like a full line out's being set. Split in the middle. Morris with the feed. And they go the middle. Dylan Hyde again goes up, takes it down. Old Boys set. Now they get the legs going. The forward pack. 1 step, 2 step, 2 metres. Another step, another metre. Well, it's slowed up here. It looks like the ball's gone down and they'll clear it. Tie apart, will take it in. Goes for the dummy, thinks against it. Back right. The prop with the offload. And it looked good as well. Paolo looking like Suddy Bill out there. And again, another penalty for College Old Boys. They'll go for clearance, I'm sure. I could be wrong though. No, they are.
Old Boys ringing the changes here. We'll see the number 11 go off. Tawhai McMillan on in his placement. Willie Paiaua, 27 test cap 40-year-old, will take over on the left wing.
I think I saw him in a Heartland jersey as well on the wall.
Definitely a veteran of this team, that's for sure.
Well, Levin, College Old Boys are now getting closer to that 5 metre mark. Matua went up, securing it, coming down. Old boys reset. Ball's gone down. They're going to have to use this. Halfback set. Not using this. Oh, the pick and go. Try and get another metre. Halfback. Shannon conceding another penalty now. That would be 4 or 5 in the last 10 minutes.
Well, pressure's on, isn't it? Old boys right down into the red zone here. Looking to convert. Apply the pressure. Don't stop.
No.
Picked up a rolling maul try in the 37th minute in the first half, did Old Boys. Looking to pick up one here in 10 minutes into the second half.
Well, we know they can do it. They've been getting metres with this. And after their 4th attempt, they want to keep going. They can smell it. They can feel it. 5 metres out. Ball goes up. It's a bit messy, but Old Boys have kept it. No, they haven't. It is a knock-on. Referee awards to Shannon. Shannon have done well to get out of this one. And they will be awarded a scrum on the 5 metre line. 15 in from touch in the Shannon 22.
Composure, the order of time now for Shannon. If they can get out of this area without giving up any points, they will be very happy.
Absolutely. The feed from Shannon. Ball goes right through the 8's legs, but they've cleaned it up. Gray takes it in. Runs into his own player, accidentally offside. And unfortunately, Shannon, their opportunity to get out of their zone and have a bit of a rest on defense isn't going to be right now, as College Old Boys will have the feed in front of the sticks.
Shannon have chanced their arm plenty of times today, haven't they? And you see them running from outside their goal, from their goal line. Not thinking about clearance early in that phase of play. There's only a 12-point game.
Well, it looks like the halfback for College Old Boys now is Chris Salu. On for Tavita.
Samson, on the first contract with the flowing design, obviously it's been zoomed in because the vision is playing its 4K.
Well, they're reset now. College Old Boys with the feed. Just to the right of the uprights. 5 metres out in the Shannon 22. 3 to the right, 3 to the left. Levin have split their back line. And they've brought the fullback right up. So there's no one back if they turn it over. But this could be one of those ones that they do every Tuesday night. Trouble.
Well, there was split set up, as you say. They have options, don't they? The number 8 can come off the back, create an overlap.
So we're still playing it, even like the president is very good.
Here he goes. He passes one way, half back the other.
Gives the dummy on. Sean Tovo pops it up with a drop. And referee's playing advantage here. Shannon have taken it in. They spin it through Deal. Murphy's out there. Oh, and the intercept. Number 12. Tia scoops it up from Murphy, and Tia will go all the way to score for Levin College Old Boys. Chopper, there was that confidence there from Shannon to get out of their 22, out of their half with ball in hand instead of kicking it downfield, but unfortunately the confidence didn't pay off for this one.
Well, they had an overlap too, Shannon, to that situation, but it was Tia was like, I'm going to chance my arm here. We've seen the Shannon's back line chance their arm. Well, Tia, the veteran in the back line for Old Boys, boy, did he pluck one out of the sky. 105 test caps. What a beauty today from the 31-year-old.
Well, you got to love a Centurion. Get over on their Old Timers Day. It'll be a special day for him, for sure. And any time that you get to dot down in a Premier jersey, 87 Premier games for me, not one try. Something I'll have to take to the grave, but oh well.
Well, it's the number of tries you set up, Damien, not the ones you score, right? How does a winger not score a try?
Winger. Tarapart, he has another attempt. A step back. And he gets the nod of approval from the assistant referees, or touchies as we like to call them. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 25 minutes to go in the second half. Shannon 24, College Old Boys 19. Just one try in it. But this has definitely been a seesaw battle here, Chopper.
Well, it hasn't gone anywhere. Don't change that dial. Don't click that mouse. This one's proving to be a beauty. The HOROWHENUA KAPITI Rugby Football Union. Fantastic Ramsbotham Cup Premier Competition match. Round 1. Boy, if this is the start of the competition, can't wait to get to the end.
Monk. Kerry Monk catches Murphy's kickoff. He'll run it up. Salute. Spins it. The crash from Morris in it. And he spilled it over. And the referee will play no advantage. First infringement from Shannon. And Levin College Old Boys will get the scrum in their 22. With 24 to go. College Old Boys with the feed. Salute on in the 21 jersey. Looks like a tight head. No. Coming out through the same channel here. The ball will be refed. For College Old Boys, they'll have another chance at it. One winger to the left. Rest of the back line to the right. I've only seen a couple kicks out of the 22 today. They've been sliced, but I've still seen only a couple. What will Levin do here? Will they back themselves and try and get out, or will they just clear? 5 points down, 25 to go. They're going to go wide. And then they clear it through Henare. He finds some distance and touch 5 metres out from halfway. On the Shannon half.
Well, the structure from Old Boys is looking perfect at the moment, isn't it? Hold it up, get possession, now find territory.
Well, now's the time that you use what is working for you to get closer to that full-time score. It's a close game. There's no reason to rush, and they throw it in quickly, and Shannon won it, and it's a bit messy from there. Murphy scoops it up.
Replacement winger into the match here, 22 for Shannon, new shirt number, but he does come in for Ellison Rauhihi.
Yeah, Jared Deal through that pass there, almost looked like he was going to go himself there again.
I don't know about you, Damien, but the looks of the haircut of number 22, he's in the army.
Yes, could be.
Short back and sides ready to go.
5 metres in from the half in the Shannon territory. Levin Old Boys with the feed. Everybody's lined up to the right, even the fullback's up. There's no one back, if anything, clears it. First receiver type up. Henare goes to the kick again, but no, it is deflected and scooped up by Deal. Deal's still going, gets the offload. To Halls. He gets tied up and taken over the touchline. It was probably the first time he didn't beat the first defender there, Chopper, but there was 3 of them.
Must be something wrong with him. Oh boy, that guy is good though, isn't he? And he doesn't mind chancing his arm there. And if he can get through 3 defenders or tie them up, the offload has got to produce something good.
Well, there's only 20 odd minutes to go in this one, and they have played this game with heart, a lot of passion and a bit of flair. And there are some moves that aren't working, but it will be inevitable. Levin Old Boys, they win the line out. They get it to the midfield where Henare will crash in the middle. They reset, go right. Number 16, McAdam, will take it into contact and set up for his forwards. Salute. He will go back right. Old Boys setting up. Now they whip it back to the left. Tie apart. He'll make a clearance. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. That will go into touch. And Shannon will get the line out, but the 5 metres out from their 22. And this is the part of the ground that they do not want to be in. But it is their feed. The fundamentals come into play now. Win your line out. Shannon hauls set. Throws it up. And number 4, just like he's been doing all day, Dallas Wiki wins another line out. They whip it out. Deal gets it right out to Halls. Halls with the step. Beats one. The state of mind to release the ball and get back up to reset for his team. Shannon, reset in the middle of the field. Go back left. 1 hit up. Metre gain, 2 metres gained. Reset. Murphy, chip over. Puppy comes back, scoops it up. He's going to have a dart. Puts it up, sends it back to the Shannon 22.
Finds a bit of space here.
Shields under it, gets it back. Great, he'll have a go. Who's with him? Shrugs off the first one. Pops it up to Halls. Halls takes it in. Cleared. Deal to Broughton. Broughton will set up on the 10 metre. Oliver goes in, scoops it up to Halls. The hooker comes through, gets another metre. Holding on the ball. And Levin College Old Boys will be counting their stars there because it looked like Shannon were on a bit of a roll after phase after phase.
Dylan Hyde over the top of that breakdown creates the penalty opportunity for Old Boys. And boy, oh boy, their defensive line structure looks good as well. I know they're down by 5 points at this point with only 17 odd minutes to go in the match, Old Boys, but if they can keep the structure and composure, they've got a real chance.
Just some of the other results that we're getting in from around the grounds. Waikanai 7 over Tor at the moment. That is their score there. In the senior reserves that we had earlier, Foxton took on Waikanai. Foxton winning that one 31-24. Rahui over Paraparaumu 17-5. And College Old Boys against Shannon. And the curtain raiser here today was 51-10 over College Old with College Old Boys starting their day right.
Well, remember, College Old Boys have won the Senior Premier Reserve competition 2 years running, so they've got good stock coming through the club, and you can see here today that it's starting to pay off the top side as well.
Well, if you know, we set the record of 2019 earlier. There was one win apiece for these two teams last year, but of course that one win for College Old Boys was their only win the whole season. So to come out firing like they have today, to really put their foot down and say we want to be a contender today, it showed 42 seconds into the game. Clearance from College Old Boys. It's just inside the 22 of Shannon. College Old Boys to feed. Morris hits the middle. Oh, and it turned. Good win by Dallas Wiki to win against the throw. Shannon set up. Murphy. Murphy shoves it on to Gray. Gray's still going. Pops it up to Deal. They are all saying it was touch. Hall's still going. And I think the referee is the assistant touch judge on our side. He has the flag up. He's calling over the referee now.
Just a high grab tackle there. As you see, Halls, every time he gets the ball, he's come all the way over from the left wing to get involved there. Every time he gets the ball, he's dangerous. He changes angle so quick, and sometimes for the big forwards, it's a little hard to change, and the arm pops out, and of course, that's a bit high.
And he's already back on the other wing. The gas on, and he seems so chilled doing it as well. Like it's effortless. Well, I was never running like that, that's for damn sure. Murphy. He's up for another clearance. Uses the left foot. And that will go out on the team meter. Shannon half. But Shannon, it's their feed. Dallas Wiki has been outstanding jumper in the middle today, winning his line-out ball as well as the opposition's once or twice. He's looking casual there. The late jump and gets it anyway. They will clear it. Murphy. Gray will take it in. They will set up just after the 10 metres. Gray again comes in, takes the tackle, 2 tackles, forward set up. Shannon backline to the left. Oliver to. They set up and they go back right. Third in at this time. He takes a couple metres, places it back for his team. Now in the Levin Old Boys half. And with the kick, we'll go out on the full. Shannon complaining about the tackle there, but no. Referee will keep moving.
Noticeable Shannon just turning up the momentum here a little bit as they march through this second half. Worked in their favour midway through that first half where they seemed to run Levin off their feet a little bit. They want that quick play, quick tap, quick go.
Well, Levin College Old Boys have Jordan Tupac on in the 17 jersey now. Replacement for Morris. The one line out one by Tarapa.
Good acceleration from the replacement 22 for College Old Boys, Paiua.
Well, they stay going right, same way. They involve Sanson this time. It's been a while since we've said that name. Dylan Hyde gets a couple metres. Sloppy throw in the back, but it's tidied up. Hinode.
Good tackle.
Puts it over top. Shannon. Oh, Levin Old Boys have got the ball back. They're going to go right. Monk comes up, gets the ball away. Levin Old Boys, they will set. 22. Midfield, they go left. Tarapa takes it in. Halfback set, takes it right. Monk again is in there. Salu throws the dummy, goes himself. He will take it in, set up, 5 metres in the 22. They go back left. Levin will take it in. He'll get a couple metres. College Old Boys will reset. The referee has the armour, advantage being played, but the 6 will go through.
Looking for the inside ball, almost here. Levin now, only 5 points away, with 5 metres as well.
Well, the referee has called a penalty, killing the ball 5 metres out. Levin College Old Boys will get the feed, whether they take a scrum, a line out, or the 3 points. I don't think I've seen 3 points this game, so maybe it's scrum time.
You're dead right, Damien. But with just under 12 minutes to go here and 5 points the difference, only 3 points would put a margin of just 2 within a penalty to grab the lead here.
Yeah, and our other premier, we just got an update on the Waikanai Tour game happening at Te Aotearoa Park. Tour are leading that one over Waikanai 26-7.
Time out here as the clock has stopped. Number 13.
Jared.
Hemi Hinari, you remember he collected that wall pass, chipped it over the top, went through, made the tackle, ripped the ball off it, give position back to Levin. Within that ruckus of play, he did sustain a leg injury. He's been trying to work his way through it. Looks like his day is done as he's making his way to the sideline.
Well, he has put in a solid almost 70 minutes, Hinare, leading by example out there in the 13 jersey for Levin College Old Boys. And wearing that vice captain jersey, the boys will be wanting to continue to play on for him. Yeah, inspirational 13 going off the field with 10 minutes to go.
Willie Paiua will move in from the wing into that centre role now for Levin.
Salu feeds. It's at the back for Levin. And it's come up. The referee has awarded a penalty to College Old Boys.
Well, we've seen one penalty try in this match already. That was to Shannon. An early tackle.
Old Boys going for the tap. They'll bust it up with 1 or 2 metres out. They are close. The forwards come in for the pick and go. Up and down. They will reset. Halfback at the back telling everybody what to do. They are going to go again. Another low drive. Another short drive. They'll go right. They whip it. The inside ball. And just like that, Levin College Old Boys with the inside ball to Awanui Rangi Morris.
Yeah, he's still in the game. They moved him from the hooker role to open side flanker. And here is he cutting back on the inside ball. Out of Morris. Remember, he's the missionary. He's supposed to be in the Philippines. He's in Levin, and he's got them tied up here with a chance to take the lead.
Well, he knows how to find the gaps on the inside through the back line and going over the corner. On debut, we've just been told by the announcer. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the time is off. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are tied at 24 apiece. There can't be much left in this one. We'll just get a double check on the time.
You see match official Matt Clark checking his watch. We've had a bit of stoppage time. Getting close anyway.
Well, that try definitely livened up the crowd here at Levin Domain. If you're down here, make sure you are nice and loud for the last few minutes of this one. Round 1 of the Ramsbotham Cup. College Old Boys taking on Shannon. Tie apart. And he makes this one as the crowd gives him the cheer and the nods of approval. He will strut his stuff back after putting his side in the lead. With time to go, College Old Boys Rugby Football Club 26, Shannon 24. We are in for an intense last few minutes of this one, Chopper.
Well, it's an outstanding match-up, isn't it? Both teams have thrown everything, caution to the wind. Don't worry about kicking penalty goals. We want maximum points.
Well, Murphy will kick off. He will find Ulatua on the 22, who will take it in for College Old Boys. Salu will set. He will get it back to Taipa at the first high position, who can't make clearance because he was passed back. Broughton on the touchline gets it, and he will chuck it in to TJ Oliver. Back to Broughton, who takes it into contact. He'll set up. Shannon forwards there pretty quickly. TJ Oliver rounding the troops. Back to Dallas Wiki, who will take it into contact. Shannon forwards, regroup. They come back around, and a penalty has been awarded to Shannon.
Well, the scoreline's tight. So's the intensity, the communication, the physicality. It's just lifted, it's ramped here as we get into the last moments of this match.
Murphy will clear. He's been good with his clearances today. This one will find the 22. Levin Old Boys are now set for defense in their 22. Shannon strolling up to the line out. We have seen a lot of drives here with these forwards. Do you think we're going to see it again, Chop?
Well, they talked about this flashy back line, and they've got an opportunity here, if they do set a good foundation, to unleash them here with an opportunity to win the match.
Well, that is not what you want, to throw the ball in, and you want to get it back, especially with Dallas Wiki being gold in the line out all day. Levin, College Old Boys get the clearance, but Taipi, he will get it back, and it hasn't gone out. So here comes Shannon. Puppy beats the first tackler, will take it to ground. Shannon set, Oliver to Wiki. Wiki with the fin. Will take in the tackle, and his men will join him in the ruck. Taking it down, Oliver will whip it wide. Gets to Broughton. Broughton has a prop on the wing, but he's not going to use him. He throws it back inside for Halls. Shannon now in the middle of the field, coming up to the 22 of Old Boys. They get a few metres back. They're still charging forward here. Oliver throws it back, thinking it's going to hit Broughton. It doesn't. Shannon regroup. Walls up. Jesse Walls gets a few metres. The hooker, and he will get the penalty. Now TJ Oliver has raced in and pointed to the sticks, Chopper.
Well, it's interesting. Oliver points to the sticks, and I think it was the lock forward points to the sideline. Three of his teammates are on the ground with exhaustion. It's all happening here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is, of course, the first game of Ramsbotham Cup. HOROWHENUA KAPITI Rugby Union's premier competition for 2020. Of course, we are starting late in sports in 2020, but hey, at least we are starting. Unlike some of the countries, we've got round one here happening, and we are almost done and dusted for the first time today. I think we're going to see a penalty goal.
We sure are. They've selected a shoot for the post. First time any of the teams have done that today, with only 2 points adrift and very little time on the clock. It's the right decision.
Well, Murphy steps up, and he's a fast kicker. He doesn't muck around. It's straight into it. This is probably the most I've seen him stand today, but it's an important one. Down by 2. This to take the lead. And he slots it straight down the middle. Oriana, Murphy. Murphy slots it down the middle. The first and only penalty goal of this competition. We've got a few minutes to go here. College Old Boys, Shannon, 1 point difference. Shannon 27, College Old Boys 26. It's going to go down to the white typer. He will kick it off. Broughton, as he's done all day, will stand under the kickoff. He'll bring it up. He will commit 2 tacklers.
Led the team well today, has brought in plenty of run-ups for sure. Looks on, unfortunately this time, spills the ball on contact, gives Levin an opportunity.
Well, Levin will want this opportunity. Time called by the referee. Just that last couple minutes, just clear the airwaves, just suck in as much air as you can for that last hurrah.
Chance to get composed here, bit of cramp obviously out on the field.
Levin have been dangerous, but it's just that last execution. Well, both teams today, they have played with flair, but now's the time. It is Levin, College Old Boys. It's their ball. They will get the scrum feed just to the right of the sticks on the 22. The magic water has come out onto the field. He's been patched up. We're ready to go for this finale of round 1 here at Levin Domain. Brought to you by Oriana TV, Beach FM, Umbrella Multimedia, and HK HOROWHENUA KAPITI Rugby Union. The feed from Salu. Big push from Shannon. They weren't mucking around with that one, and they've pushed them so far back that they've been awarded the ball.
Big scrum there from Shannon. Replacement prop into the match, 23. He was instrumental in that front row with a big nudge and a big push. And they have come up trumps. Shannon's best scrum so far.
Yep, that was what they needed. They needed to stamp their authority in their 22, and that's what they did. Levin will be hurting from that one, but it ain't over yet. And it's only 1 point. We're on the halfway. Anything can happen from here.
Well, you can see the old-timers blazers in the background there. Shannon looking to spoil the party as such. Can Levin dig deep?
Well, there's nothing worse than losing on Old Timers Day. But it ain't over yet. Here is the feed from Jesse Halls. Oh, and Dallas Wiki grabs it.
He's been a quiet assassin, his Wiki, a grinder, if you will.
Absolutely. Oliver, Halls. McCarty Halls takes another step in, secures the ball once again for his forwards to go up. Moses Pierce takes the first hit. They will reset. Shannon just over the 10 metre. And College Old Boys, they've won a penalty. And we hear the roar of the crowd, the roar of the Old Boys, as they are awarded the penalty. They're calling to the sideline. They want to march up the field. And they probably don't have a lot of time to do it. But of course, we can't finish on a penalty. So he will clear. And they will get the line out.
We see them checking the time with match official Clark.
And he has made distance there, made sure of it. It's in between the 10 and the halfway Shannon territory.
I'll tell you what, Damien, it could have been a better match to kick off this competition, could it? Down to the last couple of moments of the match, 1 point in it, Old Timers Day. Levin with a throw in here, looking for something off a short ball.
Well, they are definitely changing it up here. There is the 2 props standing there waiting for their their jumpers to come in. And they'll go as soon as they pop up. And they don't win it. It is knocked on. Shannon gather. They will look after this. But no advantage. He calls the knock on. And that is the ball game here at Levin Domain, ladies and gentlemen. We are done and dusted here in the first matchup of Ramsbotham Cup 2020 for the HOROWHENUA KAPITI Rugby Union Premier Grade. Shannon, 27. College Old Boys, 26. Chopper.
Fantastic matchup. What a titanic battle. Remember, it started in the 40th second, where Levin come out and marched a quick try, and then it was back and forth, pressure and pressure, all the way to the last seconds of this match. And Shannon, deserved victors today. 1 point's enough, but you know what? What a match, what a start, what a great delivery of rugby here in the HOROWHENUA KAPITI.
It was a great start to our broadcast. We're going to take a quick break though, and we'll be back with more comments right after these.
Nincsen semmim, el nem hagytam, hideg a presszó, egy magamban. Nem szeretnek, én nem bánom, a szabadságom minden láncon. Borízű hajdal, illatod ébreszt, szikra az ajkad, a csókod eléget. Villan a szemed, hát neked ez játék, nélküled iszom reggel. A kedvédet holnap is itatjatod, édes, csak engedje, kérlek, ha menni akarom.
I'm Jacinta Thorne, and my daughter, who's now 10, started at Chelsea House in 2010, and my son, who's just turned 5, graduated Chelsea House recently and has just gone to school. We've been involved with Chelsea House for just over 10 years, and when we were first looking for a daycare centre in Kapiti, we immediately wanted to come to Chelsea House because it had such a good reputation. And right from that first day, they just gave us a sense of confidence and, you know, no panic, no stress, and we would drop her off in the morning and pick her up at night time, and she was a happy wee bubba. Because Chelsea House has been around for 20 years, it gives us an innate sense of confidence in the curriculum, the teachers and the systems and processes that they have in place. And whenever we arrive, there's always happy kids in the playground. You know, there's always something going on, and I think they use their experience and expertise to build on what they deliver every single year. And every single year we have been here, it's just got better and better. In the time we've been with Chelsea House, we've never had any issues with safety and security. It's been top notch every single year. There's always someone out there in the playground. There's always a huge range of kids out there and a number of teachers. It was really, really hard for us to leave. It almost became like part of our family. So if you're looking for a place that feels just like home, then Chelsea House is the place to come.
Welcome back to Levin Domain, where we have just had round 1 of the Ramsbotham Cup 2020. Levin College Old Boys taking on Shannon. Well, Shannon getting the win here, 27-26. My co-commentator, Jason Gerbies, aka Chopper. Mate, what a game.
Oh, an exceptional matchup between these two proud rugby clubs here. Levin College Old Boys, of course, the home team on this one, but on the screen there it's Shannon. They get the spoils of the day. It was just a topsy-turvy match. It was Levin that started the scoring early with Tovo's quick try in the 40th second of the match. That got us started, told us, and pay attention because this one is going to be good. But then a penalty try set up from the inspiration Makari Hall's right winger for the Shannon side, brought in the captain. He picked in a try himself as well. Hall, they'll take a lot out of that. I think the back line for Shannon, they'll want to be more explosive, get more opportunity, because I don't think we saw as much from them as we thought we could. When they did get the ball, they were outstanding. And of course, The pressure in the end there, winning lineouts, winning scrums, Shannon's big push there, that proved the difference in the end, getting the penalty in the zone, allowing Murphy to slot over the penalty goal to give them the lead was simply outstanding, and Shannon deservedly win today, 27 points to 26.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting encounter. Week 7 when the teams take each other on again at Shannon Domain. But lastly, Chopper, who were our player of the days of today?
Yeah, well, you're right. It is player of the days, or players of the day today. And that honour is shared between the captain, Logan Broughton. He just trudged along, didn't stop, ran the ball up so many times today, picked up a try in the first half as well. But the difference maker in my mind, Maikaiti Hall's right winger for the Shannon side, he was simply outstanding every time, left winger, apologies, every time he got the ball, it was trouble with a capital T. He set up a try, the penalty try, he scored one himself, and he came from the other side of the field to inject himself. So in my mind, Broughton, but definitely Maikaiti Halls is the player of the match.
Well, those were two names that we said a lot of times during the matchups, and they were outstanding, so well deserved. We will be back next week to bring you round 2 of the Ramsbotham Cup for 2020. Next week's matchups are, of course, Shannon taking on Rahui at Shannon Domain. Paraparaumu are up against Toa at Paraparaumu Domain, and at Waikanai Park is Waikanai taking on College Old Boys after today. Well, that does it from me and the team. I've been Damien, along with my co-commentator Jason Gerbies, aka Chopper, our team of Claremont, our director Vika, Rico, and Samson. Thank you for joining us for our first ever presentation of the Ramsbotham Cup for the HOROWHENUA KAPITI Rugby Union for Oriana TV, Beach FM Sport, and Umbrella Multimedia. I've been Damien Collins, along with Chopper and the team. We will see you next week for round 2 of the Ramsbotham Cup. Until then, look after yourselves. We'll see you down the road at a different field near you.